name is Charles Glover. Today I would like to inform y'all of an article that I have read. It was wrote by Dr. Professor Michael Carrick out of Cardiff University in Wales, United Kingdom. Now the article is the impact of epilepsy on patients' lives and the different side effects of it. What is epilepsy? Epilepsy is when your brain's neurotransmitters misfire, causing you to convulse or go into what is commonly known as seizures. Now, how does this affect the patient's lives? Well, in the article that I read, it says they are stereotyped, they have seizures, they're put on several different medications, there's surgeries for them, they have social disorders, they have emotional disorders. All right, you can go into it several ways on how it impacts their lives. But basically, from what I read in his article, this is how he went through it. Their disabilities are sleeplessness, depression, irritability, and they can't focus clearly. If they can't sleep, they're always irritated. Alright, they're always irritated, they're never resting. And they're depressed because they feel different than everybody around them. They feel like something's wrong with them inside that they can't control. They can't focus clearly because their brain is actually not letting them focus clearly. It is causing them to see things fuzzy, which is causing R, which is the beginning stage of the seizure. Alright? Their social problems. They feel broken, they have low self-esteem or confidence, and it's hard for them to find employment or to fit in with people. Most of the time they ostracize themselves because they do feel different, but a lot of times other people do ostracize them. Alright? When they go to apply for a job, it's a hazard for the employer to hire them, knowing if they have epilepsy. They can fall down at any minute and have a seizure. It's just a risk that most people aren't willing to take. Alright? They can't be in normal groups because they feel like they're not normal. So they have to take medication for that, Zoloft or whatever it may be. And they still can't make themselves feel like they did when they were a kid, to where they're just another kid on the block. So they have social disorders. Alright? And then you have different treatments that affect them differently. You got Depakote, which the side effect of Depakote is mass weight gain. You're going to gain weight by taking this medicine, but if it's the only way to stop you from having seizures, then that's the only way to stop it. You're going to gain weight. Or you have Keppra. Kepra's a good one. If you take Keppra, one of their main side effects is depression. So you're either going to have depression or you're going to have to take more pills to fix the depression and take that. And then even after you have it all fixed, you still don't feel normal because you know you're relying on medicine to fix the problem. And if medicine doesn't fix the problem, you just keep going through error and trial until they find something that does. And it's a long, extenuous process. I chose this personally because I've been through this. I've taken several different medications until they found one that worked on me. And even then, I was just in denial about it. How can you rely on something every day to fix you internally that you yourself can't control? So they just go through error and trial. And eventually they will find it. Now the ones with surgery, that's for different parts of the brain. Some people have different forms of epilepsy. You have primary generalized, which is all over the brain, which the only way to control it is to hopefully find a medication. But one of the several different kinds of epilepsy that they can fix is frontal lobe, which is in the front of your brain, which they will do a surgery and put a stimulator in there that shocks that brain every time you have a misfire and will actually stop you from having a seizure. There are several different pros and cons to make a seizure stop. Either way you go, the way it impacts the patient's life is they can't get over it. Eventually they learn to live with it, whether that takes years or months. It took me years to get to where I am. I did not want to accept it. I was in the military. I was in the prime of my life. I was 18 years old. Whatever you do, this needs to be raised to people. People need to be aware of the different impacts on people with epilepsy because it affects them in several different ways. I've told you about the impact of epilepsy. I've told you about Dr. Kerr. If you had a chance to read his articles on EBSCOhost.net, you should take a look at it and see what you think yourself. Do y'all have any questions? What's your question?
What the heck does this mean?
What this means is you should study epilepsy when you get older.
I did not.
Thank y'all for letting me give y'all a speech.